Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaya Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike. So continuing with the discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 10, Prahlad, the best among exalted devotees, text number 60 onwards. So the story of Prahlad Tripurari. So Maidanav had created 3 airplanes by his powers, made of gold, silver, and iron, and they could become invisible. And all the demons, they got on those airplanes and they started attacking demigods. And since they were in invisible planes, demigods could not do anything. So they all went to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva came and he shot 3 arrows at the 3 airplanes, and he basically killed all the demons. But Maidanav had a well filled with nectar. So he dropped all the demons in the nectarian well, and they all became alive. And they all started fighting again. So Lord Shiva, even he was defeated. He could not do anything. So let's see what happens now. Excuse me. Sorry. Siddhamrit ras sprishta vajra sara mahojasa uttasthur meg dhalana vadyuta iva vahaneya. When the dead bodies of the demons came in touch with the nectar, their bodies became invincible to thunderbolts. Endowed with great strength, they got up like lightning penetrating clouds. Vilokya bhagna sankalpam vimanaskam vrishadvajam tadayam bhagavan Vishnus tatropayamalpayat. Seeing Lord Shiva very much aggrieved and disappointed, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, considered how to stop this nuisance created by Maidana. Vatsaschasi tata brahma swayam vishnurayam higo pravishya tripuram kale rasakupamritam papo. Then Lord Brahma became a calf and Lord Vishnu a cow, and at noon they entered the residences and drank all the nectar in the well. So this is the Lord Vishnu, what he has to do to save everybody and to save the reputation of Lord Shiva also. So Brahma became calf, Lord Vishnu became a cow, and they entered the residences and drank all the nectar. Te asura hi api pasyanto nanyashe dhanva vimohita tad vigyaya mahayogi rasapala nidam nago smayan vishoka shokartan smaran devagatim chitam. The demons could see the calf and cow, but because of the illusion created by the energy of the Supreme Personality of God, the demons could not forbid them. The great mystic Maidana became aware that the calf and cow were drinking the nectar, and he could understand this to be the unseen power of providence. Thus he spoke to the demons, who were grievously lamenting. So the demons saw the calf and the cow, but there was so much of illusion created by the Supreme Lord, they could not stop them. They did not stop the cow and the calf from drinking the nectar. And Maidana, when he heard, he said, I cannot do anything. It's an unseen power of the providence. Devo asuro naro anyo vaneshvaro astihi kaschan atmano anyasya vadishtam devena pohitum dvayo. Maidanav said, what has been destined by the Supreme Lord for oneself, for others, or for both oneself and others, cannot be undone anywhere or by anyone, whether one be a demigod, a demon, a human being, or anyone else. The Supreme Lord is one, Krishna, the Vishnu Tattva. Krishna expands himself into Vishnu Tattva, personal expansions, Swansha, who control everything. Maidanav said, however I plan, you plan, or both of us plan, the Lord has planned what is to happen. No one's plan will be successful without his sanction. We may make our own various plans, but unless they are sanctioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, they will never be successful. Hundreds and millions of plans are made by all kinds of living entities. But without the sanction of the Supreme Lord, they are all futile. This is the consciousness or the realizations of Maidana. He created that well full of nectar, and Krishna and Brahmaji came and drank it all, finished it off. So this is what he told the demons. We can make whatever plans we want to, until it is sanctioned by him, it will never be fulfilled. And whatever he plans, that is always going to be successful. So just live with it. But this is the part where demons, they don't understand, or they don't want to understand. And devotees, they understand. And they just work with the Lord's plan, or they understand Lord's plan and they work with it. Athaso Shaktibhi Swabhi Shambho Pradhanikam Gadhat Dharma Jnana Vrityardhi Tapo Vidya Kriyadibhi Ratham Sutam Dhvajam Vahan Dhanur Varma Sharadi Yat Sannadho Ratham Asthaya Sharam Dhanur Upadade. Narad Muni continued. So he is speaking to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Thereafter, Lord Krishna, by his own personal potency, consisting of religion, knowledge, renunciation, opulence, austerity, education, and activities, equipped Lord Shiva with all the necessary paraphernalia, such as a chariot, a charioteer, a flag, horses, elephants, a bow, a shield, and arrows. When Lord Shiva was fully equipped in this way, he sat down on the chariot with his arrows and bow to fight with the demons. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Lord Shiva is the best of the Vaishnavas, the devotees of Lord Krishna. Indeed, he is one of the Mahajans, the 12 authorities on Vaishnava philosophy. Lord Shiva is always prepared to help all the Mahajans and devotees in every respect. Although Lord Shiva is very powerful, he lost a battle to the Asuras, and therefore he was morose and disappointed. However, because he is one of the chief devotees of the Lord personally equipped him with all the paraphernalia for war. The devotees therefore must serve the Lord sincerely, and Krishna is always in the background to protect them, and if need be, to equip him fully to fight with his enemy. For devotees, there is no scarcity of knowledge or material requisites for spreading the Krishna consciousness movement. So very clear here, although the devotees of Lord Shiva will always say, Shiva is the supreme and there is no one superior to him. From Shivling came Krishna and Vishnu and Brahmaji and this and that. So that's not really true. Although Lord Shiva's position is very, very exalted, very high, and best of the Vaishnavas here, it is said, but he's not the Supreme Lord. That's all. And Krishna himself came to give him all the weapons so he can fight with these asuras. Sharam dhanushi sandhaya muhurte abhijitishvara tadaha tena durvedya haro at tripuro nripa My dear King Yudhishthir, the most powerful Lord Shiva joined the arrows to his bow, and at noon he set fire to all three residences of the demons and thus destroyed them. So that's why he's called Tripurari. Ari means the enemy. So Tripura, three cities. He was the enemy of three cities. So his name is Tripurari. Dividundubhyo nedur vimana shatta sankula devarshi pitri siddhesha jayati kusumotkara avakiranja gurhashta harishta nandrutish chapsarogana. Seated in their airplanes in the sky, the inhabitants of the higher planetary systems beat many kettle drums. The demigods, saints, pitas, siddhas, and various great personalities showered flowers on the head of Lord Shiva, wishing him all victory. And the apsaras began to chant and dance with great pleasure. Evam dagdva purastriso Bhagwan purha nripa Brahmadibhistu yamana samdham pratyapadyat. O King Yudhishthir, thus Lord Shiva is known as Tripurari, the annihilator of the three dwellings of the demons, because he burned these dwellings to ashes. Being worshipped by the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva returned to his own abode. Evam vidhana yasya hare swamayaya vidambamanasya nirilokam atmanaha Viryani Gitani Rishibhir Jagadguru Lokam Punani Param Vadami Kim. The Lord Shri Krishna appeared as a human being, yet he performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes by his own potency. How can I say more about his activities than what has already been said by great saintly persons? Everyone can be purified by his activities simply by hearing about them from the right source. Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic literatures fully explain that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, appears in human society as an ordinary human being, but acts very uncommonly for the well-being of the entire world. One should not be influenced by the illusory energy and think Lord Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Those who really seek the absolute truth come to the understanding that Krishna is everything, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Such great souls are very rare. Nonetheless, if one studies the entire Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna is very easy to understand. The Krishna consciousness movement is just trying to make Krishna known all over the world as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If people take this movement seriously, their lives as human beings will be successful. So Krishna, he appeared as a human being, but he performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes. So one has to try to know about Krishna through the right sources and come to the right understanding about Krishna. So just like Krishna appeared to save Lord Shiva's reputation, he appeared as Narasimhadev to kill Hiranyakashipu, to save Prahlad Maharaj. But how he performs all these pastimes, it's just only devotees can realize it. That's all. So thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 10th chapter, Prahlad, the best among exalted devotees. So we have time, so we can start the 11th chapter. So now the last 5 chapters of this canto. So far we studied about Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Narasimhadev. But now Narad Muni will speak about Varnashram system. So all the 5 chapters, only about Varnashram system. Very, very important chapters. Lots of technical knowledge, but we'll just go through it. Because if it wasn't important, then Shukdev Goswami would not have included this in Srimad Bhagavatam. So text chapter 11, the perfect society, 4 social classes. Text 1. Shri Shukuvacha Shrutve Hitam Sadhu Sabha Sabhajitam Mahattama Tamagranya Urukramatmanaha Yudhishthiro Daityapater Mudanvitaha Paprich Bhuyastanayam Swayambhuvaha. Shukdev Goswami continued, after hearing about the activities and character of Prahlad Maharaj, which are adored and discussed among great personalities like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, Yudhishthira Maharaj, the most respectful king among exalted personalities, again inquired from the great saint Narad Muni in a mood of great pleasure. So first, Yudhishthira Maharaj was feeling, oh, I don't have that kind of devotion as Prahlad Maharaj. And Narad Muni encouraged him by saying that, no, see, Krishna was always here and he always used to come visit you guys. He became your peace messenger, became a servant as a charioteer, became guru of the Pandavas. So very fortunate. But Yudhishthira Maharaj is still, this is the humility of devotees. He still wants to know, how can somebody become a devotee like Prahlad Maharaj? So basically this question is for all of us. So let's see what he asks. Shri Yudhishthira Vacha Bhagwan Shrotum Ichchami Nirnam Dharmam Sanatanam Varnasharam Achar Yutam Yat Puman Vindate Param. Maharaj Yudhishthira said, my dear Lord, I wish to hear from you about the principles of religion by which one can attain the ultimate goal of life, that is devotional service. I wish to hear about the general occupational duties of human society and the system of social and spiritual advancement known as Varnashram Dharma. So this basically covers everything, Varnashram and devotion service also. Sanatan Dharma means devotional service. So the word Sanatan refers to that which is eternal, which does not change, but continues in all circumstances. We have several times explained that what the eternal occupational duty of the living being is. Indeed, it has been explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jivera Swarubhai Krishnera Nityadas. The real occupational duty of the living entity is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if one prefers to deviate from this principle, he remains a servant because this is his eternal position. But one serves Maya, the illusory, the material energy. The Krishna consciousness movement, therefore, is an attempt to guide human society to serving the personality of Godhead, instead of serving the material world with no real profit. Our actual experience is that every man, animal, bird, and beast, indeed every living entity, is engaged in rendering service. Even though one's body or one's superficial religion may change, every living entity is always engaged in the service of someone. Therefore, the mentality of service is called the eternal occupational duty. This eternal occupational duty can be organized through the institution of Varnashram, in which there are 4 Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and 4 Ashram, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha, and Sannyas. Thus, Maharaj Yudhishthira inquired from Narad Muni about the principles of Sanatan Dharma for the benefit of human society. So here Prabhupada opened up the statement with Sanatan Dharma means devotional service. These days, there's plenty of talk about Sanatan Dharma. And we basically refer to Hindu Dharma as a Sanatan Dharma. Yes, Hindu Dharma, actually there is no word as Hindu, but whatever has been denoted as Hindu, it comes very, very close to Sanatan Dharma. In the sense that follows the Vedic literature and try to do devotion service. But the devotion service that generally public do is impure devotion service, not pure devotion service. It's very, very much influenced by karma kanda, rituals. And mostly people don't even know about bhakti part. We tend to mix bhakti and puja, and we say it's the same, but it's not the same. Puja, when we do puja, worship of the demigods, we generally, and in fact, we do worship of Krishna and Vishnu also in the same mood. The mood is to get something as a result of our puja. And that is what Prahlad Maharaj was against when he served, when he worshipped the Supreme Lord, and the Lord asked him to give, and he said, "I'm not a businessman. I haven't done devotional service to get something in return." So bhakti means activities done favorably for Krishna for his pleasure. That's it. With no return in mind. So that is actually Sanatan Dharma. So Sanatan means eternal. Eternal because it is related to the soul, not to the body. And also which does not change but continues in all circumstances. So just going to the temple and doing worship and doing lots of other vratas is basically karma kand. It's only karma kand, which slowly leads one to the real. That way, it is okay to do. There's nothing. See, this is what the Vedic scriptures say. It's not like you do this, otherwise you'll go to hell. That's it. There's no other option. And in the hell you will suffer forever. That's also not true, according to Vedic literature. So Vedic literature gives lots of options so that one can advance slowly, gradually. So Varnashram system, 4 Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha, and Sannyas are the ashrams. So one is born, and then according to his guna and karma, then it is decided whether he's a Brahman, a Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra, and whether he should remain as a brahmachari or straight away go to Vanprastha and Sannyas or go through Grihastha ashram and then go to Vanprastha and Sannyas. Depends. Everybody is different. But at the same time, because we are talking Sanatan Dharma, not the body Dharma. So Dharma is of the soul. In this age, in this life, I could be a Brahman. But there is no guarantee that next life I'll be a Brahman. Or I could be a Kshatriya now, but there is no guarantee that next life I'll be a Kshatriya. So this is all temporary or transient. This keeps on changing. Our Varna will change next life. But the Sanatan Dharma, which belongs to the soul, is eternal. It cannot change. And that is why the real Sanatan Dharma is a devotion service. And Mahaprabhu said, Jivera Swarup. Swarup means the original constitutional position that does not change. Jivera Swarup hai Krishnera Nityadas. So body might be Brahman, might be Shudra. But the soul's eternal, constitutional position is to serve Krishna. Now, how to combine the two? And the third is ashram, whether brahmacharya, grihastha, vanprastha, sannyasi. So how to combine all these three so that ultimate idea is to make progress spiritually. And that is a real Varnashram Dharma. Otherwise, if we just follow the caste system, which is not scriptural, and even though we follow that, fine, at least make progress spiritually. So follow caste system, not making progress as a human being, then we are just wasting our life. And more so, we waste our human life even if we are born in India. It's very, very rare to have a human life born in India and a chance given to follow the Sanatana Dharma system. But we tend to make everything political and try to take advantage. That's all. Bhavan Prajapate Sakshadatmaja Parameshthina Sutanam Sammato Brahmans Tapo Yoga Samadhive. O best of the Brahmins, you're directly the son of Prajapati, Lord Brahma. Because of your austerities, mystic yoga and trance, you're considered the best of all of Lord Brahma's sons. Narayana Paravipra Dharmam Guyam Param Viduhu Karuna Sadvaha Shantas Twadvidha Natata Pare. No one is superior to you in peaceful life and mercy, and no one knows better than you how to execute devotion service or how to become the best of the Brahmins. Therefore, you know all the principles of confidential religious life, and no one knows them better than you. Yudhishthira Maharaj knew that Narad Muni is the supreme spiritual master of human society who can teach the path of spiritual liberation, leading to the understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, it is for this purpose that Narad Muni compiled his Bhakti Sutra and gave directions in the Narad Pancharatra. To learn about religious principles and the perfection of life, one must take instructions from the disciplic succession of Narad Muni. Our Krishna consciousness movement is directly in the line of the Brahma Sampradaya. Narad Muni received instructions from Lord Brahma and in turn transmitted the instructions to Vedavyas. Vyasadeva instructed his son Shukdev Goswami, who spoke Srimad Bhagavatam. The Krishna consciousness movement is based on Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Because Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Shukdev Goswami and Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna, there is no difference between them. If we strictly follow the principle of disciplic succession, we are certainly on the right path of spiritual liberation or eternal engagement in devotional service. So these are the questions of Yudhishthira Maharaj, and he's telling Narad Muni, you're the best, and who can tell all these principles of religious life. And see, Yudhishthira Maharaj is the emperor of the whole Bharatvarsh. And the questions he's asking is not asking, oh, Narad Muni, or how can I get this apsara from that heaven or this heaven and enjoy it? No. He was a Rajarishi. He was a king, but a saintly king. And he wants to know this proper way to execute devotional service. And his constant companion or associate of Lord Krishna, so that he could rule also properly according to the Dharma Shastras. So that his praja also can follow these principles because they follow the leader. So he wants to set the right example and provide proper environment or opportunities for the praja to also follow. That is the right king. That is why Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was so righteous that Krishna orchestrated the whole battle of Mahabharata or war of Mahabharata to put him on the throne. So many people got killed just for one purpose. So Yudhishthira Maharaj could be put on the throne, could be made the king of the world. So not an ordinary person, definitely not. And look at the questions he's asking. And we'll read tomorrow how Narad Muni answers. So we'll stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, I was talking about a small narrative which I heard from my dad today morning. This was, I'll narrate in Hindi because it's more kind of, the bhav comes out more clearly on that. So, यहाँ पे क्या हुआ कि Sri Ramchandra ji was very close to Kaikeyi ji, then Kaushalya. The reason was because Kaikeyi ji is kind of, वो उनकी मदर तो कौशल्या जी थी, बट उनको जो दूध पिलाना या जो भी था वो कैकेयी जी करती थी. और एक बार वन में श्री रामचंद्र जी खेल रहे थे, बहुत छोटे थे उस वक्त, एंड दैट वेरी मोमेंट उन्होंने उनसे कुछ वचन मांगे कैकेयी जी से कि माता कैन यू, आप मुझे ये चीजें क्या प्रॉमिस कर सकते हो. और कैकेयी वाज लाइक भरत से भी बहुत ज्यादा उनको प्यार करती थी, तो शी सेड कि हाँ मांग लो, कुछ भी मांग लो, आई एम फाइन. तो पहले चीज उन्होंने कहा कि माता आने वाले दिनों में कुछ ऐसा होगा कि आपको जो है मतलब आपका नाम इतना खराब हो जाएगा कि कोई अपनी डॉटर का नाम आपके नाम पे नहीं रखना चाहेगा विश्व में, तो आपको ये एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा. एंड शी वाज लाइक बहुत ही लविंग नेचर में उन्होंने कहा कि हाँ ठीक है, इट्स फाइन विथ मी. फिर उन्होंने दूसरा एक वर्डिक्ट मांगा, कहा कि नाउ द थिंग इज, अब मैं जो आपसे कहने जा रहा हूँ क्या आप ये सुन पाएंगे और क्या ये एक्सेप्ट कर पाएंगे. मैं आपसे ये प्रॉमिस मांगता हूँ क्योंकि मैं आपका सबसे प्यारा बच्चा हूँ. तो शी सेड ओके, आई एम फाइन विद दैट. तो दूसरा वाला जो था जो वचन मांगा था श्री रामचंद्र जी ने, दैट वाज कि आप विडो हो जाओगे, आप विधवा हो जाएंगी बिकॉज ऑफ सम रॉन्ग डूइंग. आप कुछ ऐसी चीजें करना पड़ेगा आपको जिसकी वजह से विडो हो जाएंगे आप. तो एंड देन शी एक्सेप्टेड दैट आल्सो. तो ये प्रभु जी अवध क्षेत्र में बहुत ही मतलब नोन, सबको पता है, मतलब ये कथा हमेशा कहते रहते हैं लोग. एंड इसमें एक चीज और आता है कि उन्होंने कहा कि आप विडो हो जाएंगी और ये होगा जब मैं लौट के आऊंगा वहां से, शायद पढ़ाई करके या जब इनका विवाह हो जाता है श्री रामचंद्र जी, जब मैं लौट के आऊंगा तो आप फादर से कहिएगा इनसे, दशरथ जी से, कि मुझे वन गमन करें, मतलब 14 वर्षों का वनवास. तो शी एक्सेप्टेड ऑल दिस बाय नोइंग, मतलब स्टोरी सबको पता है कि मंथरा ने कैकेयी के कान कैसे भरे और कैसे स्टोरी आगे बढ़ी, सबको पता है. बट दिस वाज नोन टू कैकेयी बिफोर हैंड, ऐसा लोग ऐसा कहते हैं. उनको पहले ही ये पता था, उन्होंने पहले ही कंफर्म किया था लॉर्ड रामचंद्र जी के साथ कि आई विल डू वट एवर यू वांट, बिकॉज रामचंद्र जी सो लविंग, सो डियर टू कैकेयी. और कैकेयी जी ने, और एक लाइन और पापा ने बताया कि कैकेयी ने ये सब कुछ जानते हुए किया, तो कितना कुछ उन्होंने त्याग किया, मतलब इतना कुछ सुनने को मिला. इवन भरत जी जब उनके पास गए उनको वापस बुलाने के लिए श्री रामचंद्र जी को वन से, दैट वेरी मोमेंट भरत जी को भी श्री रामचंद्र जी ने ये इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया था कि आप जब वापस जाओगे तो माता कैकेयी को आप कुछ नहीं बोलोगे, डू नॉट से एनीथिंग टू माता कैकेयी, बिकॉज इन न्यू कि पहले ही प्रॉमिस वो ले चुके हैं माता कैकेयी से. तो दिस होल स्टोरी एंड लॉट ऑफ इमोशंस वर बिहाइंड इट. तो लोग जब इस कथा को कहते हैं तो इमोशनल भी हो जाते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ कैकेयी ने कितना कुछ वो किया, बलिदान दिया है, काइंड ऑफ थिंग. तो ये प्रभु जी छोटा सा नरेशन था व्हिच आई हर्ड फ्रॉम माय फादर टुडे.
नहीं, इट इज ट्रू, एक्चुअली इट इज ट्रू. और एक और चीज जो मैंने सुनी है कि मंथरा जो थी उसकी बुद्धि जो है डेमिगॉड्स ने वैसे बनाई थी, क्योंकि दे वांटेड राम टू गो टू द फॉरेस्ट एंड किल द राक्षसास, एंड दिस इज द रीजन ही हैड टेकन दिस इनकार्नेशन. तो मंथरा को इन्फ्लुएंस देवी देवताओं ने किया था कि वो जाके इस तरह बोले और इस तरह के काम करे.
सरस्वती जी.
So everything is connected actually, because Ram's Leelas cannot happen just by the influence of mantra or anybody else. Everything is planned by him, whatever the way he wants. But yeah, they're beautiful to know, and that is why we have to learn from proper teachers. We cannot just make up our own mind.
He doesn't tell every time, but जब भी मौका लग जाता है, you know कि he knows. काफी कुछ उनको पता है, तो मैं ले लेता हूँ थोड़ा बहुत information.
Yeah, definitely you should.
Uncommon चीजें बताइए जो नहीं पता हो.
Yeah, always good to learn more and more.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. So you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.